in Matthew 1, verse 16, Matthew already told you that Joseph did not begat Jesus. Concerning Jesus, Joseph ain't the daddy. Then he starts to summarize Christ's birth, starting at verse 18. In verse 16, he said he had nothing to do with Jesus. When he said Jacob was the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary. Mary gave birth to Jesus, who's called the Messiah. He did not continue the genealogical pattern of saying this man begot this man, and therefore when he got to Joseph, Joseph begot Jesus. He didn't say Joseph begot Jesus. So he already let you know once that Joseph got nothing to do with Christ being born, because he said an angel had to come tell Joseph the reason why she's pregnant. When he says to end the account that Joseph didn't have sexual relation with her until her son was born, Matthew is now letting us know that, hey, listen, I've already told you twice, he had nothing to do with Jesus. I told you in verse 16, and then when I summarized the story, an angel had to come tell him why she pregnant. So it's obvious he didn't put the baby there. So I have to tell you in verse 25, he didn't put the baby there because he already told you he didn't put the baby there. But now in verse 25, he's letting you know he didn't touch her or had sex with her while she was pregnant until Christ was born. That's to let you know that when he did come into her, spiritually and literally, it was after Christ done came out the womb. He did not say, verse 25, he didn't have sexual relation with her until her son was born, to tell you he had nothing to do with Jesus Christ in Mary's belly, because he already told you this twice, like just verses above. There should be nobody reading past verse 18 and 19 still thinking, maybe Joseph got her pregnant. Nobody should have thought that, because in verse 18, he literally says, this is how Jesus Messiah was born. His mother, Mary, was engaged to be married to Joseph, but before the marriage took place, while she was still a virgin, she became pregnant. So you see this craftiness of these Roman Catholics and Orthodox folks that be holding on to this idea that she ever virgin, and so he never had sex with her, acting as if he put that verse 25 there to tell us Joseph had nothing to do with the baby, when he already told you in verses 18 and 19 he had nothing to do with the baby. Told you a whole narrative. The man had so much not to do with the baby. The man actually was going to bed worried, trying to figure out how to get rid of the woman. But after tell you all that, you got to tell him, let me tell you another way he had nothing to do with the baby. He didn't have sexual relations with her until the son was born. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it. Joseph didn't get her pregnant. And then he closes by telling you, and he didn't touch her sexually until Jesus was born. So we're to take that the way Matthew wrote it, which is literally they did have sex, but it was after Jesus was born. So the whole idea she's ever virgin, falsehood.